Hello. Um, it is time for us to begin the highlight matches for the final week of the main season of the UBL. Um, Now, I have a confession. I have actually seen this match. So we have Cannor versus Airstream, or Silverstone. I have seen this match, but unintentionally realizing that it was actually the week 7 match. So I have skimmed through it, I know the winner, and that's about it. I can't remember much that happens in this match, to be truthful. So, actually still, like, I know the outcome anyway, but, like, yeah. But yeah, other than that, going into this, Cannor was 4-2 guaranteed playoffs, mind you, whereas Silverstone was 2-4. I don't know why I say Silverstone, I should just say Airstream. Airstream was 2-4, so a win here could get them playoffs. There is a theoretical possibility, depending on tiebreakers, so a win here would actually matter. So let's, I mean, I like the team that Cannor actually brought here. The team, like, obviously we kind of know Airstream has, like, the primarily Trick Room based team at this point. Cannor has brought a lot of great Pokemon that thrive in Trick Room. He's got the Slowbro, got the Scrafty, got the Mawile, got the Tangrowth. I don't know what Electabuzz is doing there, and Nidoking is a very strong Pokemon. So, yeah. And also, like, I mean, you've seen me use Nidoqueen in Trick Room, so, like, Nidoking's a bit faster, but can still work. And also just will destroy Tapu Bulu, because we saw what my Nidoqueen did to Tapu Bulu, and Nidoking is no different in terms of strength, so... In fact, it's better at strength. That's the advantage of Nidoking, it's stronger, and it's faster. The downside is it's got less bulk. I opted for bulk, Cannor opted for offense. So yeah, let's get this underway. So we see Slowbro and Mawile lead versus Camerupt P2. If from what we've seen from Airstream, if they don't lead like some kind of support for the Trick Room, they will usually just lead an offensive threat alongside it. At first I was kind of confused at why, because Airstream's team needs Trick Room to go up. But then I've kind of thought about it a lot more with as time's gone on, and the strategy does work. Leading an offensive threat alongside your Trick Room setup, especially one as bulky as Porygon 2, works really well. We've seen that in VGC 2020 with Dusclops Tyranitar, Dusclops Conk, both of which were very good, very like dominant strategies. Just as good Trick Room modes, because you have a very offensive Mon that's putting on pressure immediately, and then as soon as Trick Room does go up, like, it becomes more threatening, but even if Trick Room doesn't go up, you still have something very powerful alongside it dealing damage that needs to be addressed quickly. So, in this situation, like, I mean, Slowbro is great against Camerupt, and Mawile will just hit like a truck, so, yeah. It is a little unfortunate of a lead for Cannor, but one really interesting play that Airstream could do is actually choose not to Mega the Camerupt. If both of these are min speed, regular Camerupt actually outspeeds Mawile, outspeeds Slowbro, so you could actually go for a non-Mega'd fire attack, see if you can take out the Mawile, if maybe you're not, like, a spread move. Honestly, like, if the Mawile goes for the P2 and you get a fire attack off and you actually, like, chunk this Mawile, you're actually in a pretty decent position. But they do opt to Mega and just protect. Makes a bit of sense, because you don't want to take a Mawile hit, or you don't want to take any hits from either of these two. And now Trick Room is up. Mawile protects, tries to go for the Earth Power, and Camerupt just drops to a Slowbro. And we see the split attacks just to cover for protect, so yeah. Good protect from turn 1 from Airstream, great protect on turn 2 from Cannor. Obviously you don't know if anyone's carrying protect, so you've got to be careful. You gotta think about it, but like, yeah. Obviously this Slowbro is thriving in Trick Room and is actually better in Trick Room right now than any of Airstream's Pokemon. Like, this Marowak doesn't like being in here against this Slowbro. If Slowbro is even strong enough, it may even take out the Marowak. So yeah, the Porygon 2 is honestly the best thing right now to Trick Room. Doesn't take the KO, and Airstream just opts to bop the Mawile, which I don't blame them, but at the same time, this Slowbro is actually the threat. You could bop the Mawile another time, but to be fair, you also need to kill the Mawile. I believe my guess would be Vikavolt in the back. But yeah, then there's also Scrafty here. Scrafty isn't Intimidate, which is interesting, but yeah. See the Fake Out into Porygon, try and take out this Marowak. And Trick Room is almost down, which actually makes the Slowbro worse, but yeah. So you're switching to Vikavolt, trying to save the Marowak. Gets burned, not really a big deal on Vikavolt. Your Drain Punch come out. Maybe it's a Moxie set with Scrafty. And then the Nidoking kind of comes in for the late game. The Trick Room may go up. No, it's just going to recover. Nice avoiding of the T-Bolt. Like, it could have been a Bug Buzz, but T-Bolt was selected. Though Nidoking... No, Nidoking still might take a chunk from a Bug Buzz because of... what's it called? Like, Vikavolt's powerful. Like, Vikavolt's very powerful, actually. It's kind of crazy how strong it is. Airstream has really used this Vikavolt to their advantage. Like, it's actually been one of their best Trick Room sweepers throughout the season. I would know this because over the last couple of days I've been putting together the kill standings. And by the end of this battle, I believe the Airstream's top kill leader is this Vikavolt. Like, this Vikavolt has actually been putting on so much pressure due to its great coverage and an incredible Pokemon in Trick Room. So, but the Nidoking, kind of speaking of kill leaders, is Cannor's kill leader at this point. And you can kind of see why. Sure, it was able to sweep up there at the end, but like Nidoking's damage output is incredible, and it's been a Pokemon they've had since week 1, and been able to just utilize to great effect. You've seen me use Nidoqueen, but Cannor's been using Nidoking to much greater effect than I have Nidoqueen. That may be something to do with my team kind of favoring other Pokemon, but also I feel like the Nidoking has really helped pick up a lot of kills for this for Cannor. Like, being able to just... Like, the damage is incredible on what Nidoking can do, and the speed honestly helps their team a lot. So, really nice cleanup here. Did we get to see the... Yeah, these were the 4. So, they kind of made sure they had answers to fight in Trick Room as well as to deal with Trick Room. Stall turns with Fake Out with Scrafty. It's a really good game plan. And Airstreams, I mean, it's been the strat that they've been going with for quite a while, and that is P2 set up Trick Room and just beat down. And if a team isn't prepared for it, it will lose. So, but let's see if there's any adaptations in Game 2 here. We see the same lead from Cannor, but a different lead from Airstream. I do like the adaptation, realizing that the Camerupt is not the lead that they want to go with. They want to lead with this Vikavolt, try and take out this Slowbro, because the Slowbro is the threat. It's what really took down the Fire Sweepers before. And getting rid of this Slowbro quickly will be nice. The Fire Sweepers can take care of the Mawile. So, we see a Protect turn 1. Kind of same deal. Play Rough. They didn't Mega, I believe. I kind of read later on this was an accident. I think we see it in chat. They realized they didn't Mega. Yeah, T-Bolt there. We see the Life Orb. I didn't even notice that. And not Megaing here has cost them a lot of damage. Like, that P2 may have gone down, and the Vikavolt would have gone down there. So them not Megaing was kind of rough. But it looks like it's not gonna matter in the end. Vicavolt's damage, it kills itself with a life orb there, but like it's not quite enough to take down. And then it's the camera up to Reckonid in the back. Just switch there, protect from Mawile. Try and save the Nidoking for later, but it looks like it's not going to get the chance. But then the Trick Room ends, that's why they did it. That was a really smart play. Realizing that they could just bring in Nidoking for the end game against the last two Mons. That was really smart play from Cannor. I think Cannor has had one of the best comeback stories in this season. After week 3, after playing myself, they were 1-2, and then they have gone to win every single game. I don't think they've dropped a game since then. I believe every single one. After their loss to me, I don't believe they dropped a game. I think they kind of had a bit of a... If anyone's had the comeback story, it's been Cannor. Cannor had one heck of a run back. And saying they thought they could realistically only drop one more game, or one more set, before not even guaranteeing playoffs, and even then 4-3 is kind of like dicey. Because you wouldn't guarantee it. 5-2 was the guarantee, and he gets the guarantee. So I think Cannor took a little bit of time, a little bit of thought about their team, kind of decided what they wanted to do with it, made some transactions, and really turned their game around. I'm actually a little proud of them, not gonna lie. Obviously Airstream has done well. I think, in my opinion, Airstream kind of went from they had a really solid team to kind of draft to making some changes that I think hurt them. They've realized this at this point. I know they have. They've kind of talked about it and said, yeah, they've realized that making their team as slow as it is and relying solely on Trick Room hasn't worked for them. Trick Room worked when a Trick Room strategy can work when you have the option to Trick Room, but also when you have a fast mode as well. And when you lose that fast mode and you have to rely on Trick Room, it's very easy to play around. And people have realized this, and it's unfortunately why Airstream had a decently strong start to the season. They were like 2-1. And then I think they just haven't been able to pull anything back because they've just relied on only Trick Room, and people have just been able to play around it. If you can't get, I mean, you can get good amounts of pressure out of your turns of Trick Room, but if you can't get enough to win the game, then you can just lose the end game. So, but I think both players have learned a lot, and I am really happy for that, because I think both players have grown in a way now where they've realized the strengths and weaknesses of their team and played off of it. Cannor's kind of realized the power and offense of their mons, but also like what utility and support they have, and also picking and choosing the right times to bring their quote-unquote obvious things like Hail we haven't seen here, because why bring Hail against the matchup with a bunch of fires and things like that? You see where Cannor brings Hail and where it's good and when it's not good. Heck, they didn't even bring their restricted Cure and White here because they knew it wasn't worth it. So you can kind of see that they've kind of like realized what they need to do, and grown as a player throughout this league, and I think that's really good. And it's really kind of like taken an interest into the format and wanted to learn as much as they can into why things are good. And I think they've learned why some things are good. Like I say, Nidoking is their kill leader. Airstream again, I think they've learned why pure Trick Room isn't the best idea. They've learned, and I think they will make adaptations for the next season. So, yeah, I think that will about wrap this one up. I kind of wanted to make this ending a little bit more in-depth and talk about the coaches in general. We know Cannor is a guaranteed spot now. Cannor was one of the 3 people going into this week that was a guaranteed spot in the playoffs, followed by myself and Fat Rap. I'm gonna go and check that battle out, go do, because that was a battle. We are now just waiting on the last 2 matches, and we will hopefully talk about those soon enough. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. So take it easy, everyone.